Hi, my name's David Little. I work for EVE Valkyrie. I'm a QA analyst, and I'm here at Gamescom.
So let's talk a little about the evolution of this game. This actually started as a small project within CCP Games.
Yes, it did. I believe it was started off by about 5 or 6 guys who just did this as a side project when they were working in the main games in Reykjavik. And basically what they did is they got this game together called EVE VR. It was developed in the Unity engine. Played it at work at lunchtime in the cafeteria. Everyone came down, absolutely loved it. And they just said, right, we need to make this into a big game. So they brought it to us in Newcastle. We didn't have a project at the time. We just finished one. We just rolled off dust. They brought it, they demoed it. They were like, do you like this game? We're like, it's amazing. Do you want to make it? We were like, yeah. And then, so basically we moved on off Unity and onto UE4. Started full development. And that's where we are now.
So what has VR opened up for you guys creatively when designing this game?
I think the biggest thing that it's opened up for us is the aspects, the new aspects of art. You know, because now you can actually like really appreciate the finer things, and like in the interiors of the cockpit and everything, you can actually move around and stuff. You can actually, you know, go closer towards and stuff, and that's brought a whole new dimension to things in the world of art, especially. I think you know, it's given people a lot more wiggle room to. They have to think a bit faster on the feet, because a lot of the stuff that works in conventional games doesn't work in VR. So you know, you have to think of solutions to combat those issues and combat those problems. So people have had to, you know, do a lot of thinking time and, you know, back to school, back to the drawing board. So that's been pretty cool and challenging. Like.
Talk a little about the depth of this game, because you created a full-on game from that original idea.
Yeah, well, as I say, it started off as a demo. It was just two teams just fighting each other. I mean, the main focus of the game is still PvP, you know, but we've just developed it. We've added more ships, we've added more maps, added more game modes. So you know, that's what we're going for. It's still the basis, the core of the game is still going to be PvP, but it's just going to have a lot more depth.
What are some of the game modes?
I'm trying to think if I can actually talk about any. I can talk about 2. We've got a team deathmatch, which is one game mode. Essentially, you know, that's it. You get in and just kill people. And we've also got a game mode called Control at the moment. Basically, what you do in Control is it's 2 teams, 2 factions against each other. You battle for control points. These control points give you points, and they also give you points, extra points towards kills. So if you're let's say you're controlling point A, you then start killing people, you're going to maximize your points. If you go into control point B, etc., that's going to like multiply your points even further when you're getting more kills and more kills and more kills. So the other guys have got to capture the points back to try and, like, you know, maintain the balance a little bit. So that's kind of one game mode that we have as well.
How many people can jump in and play at once, multiplayer?
I think at the moment we've got it up to about 16. We normally play with as many people as we can in the office. I don't know if we've got a hard cap on it or anything. It's just get everyone in. So you know, I think it's down to balancing. At the end of the day, we're going to see how far we can ramp it up, and then see what feels the most fun, I guess, and what's manageable.
And when it comes to the single player experience, can you talk a little about the storyline and what's going on in this world?
I can't actually talk about it really, to be honest. I mean, I don't even know if there is going to be, you know, a bona fide single player campaign stuff. That's stuff that's not really on the table at the moment. The experience that we have downstairs is a PvE mode, but it's simply because, like, it's just an introduction to get people in there, to get them to have a bit of a fight against AI, and to get them acclimatized to how our game will work. You know, as I say, the main focus is PvP based.
You guys are working with Hollywood actors to bring a voice to the game. So how does she fit into the experience?
Katie Sackhoff is voicing Ron, who is the leader of the Valkyrie. So she basically fits in the experience. She's been doing a lot of voice acting for us, you know, for different aspects of the game. Like, she will introduce certain things. She's very much the consciousness, the voice that guides you, if you will, when you're in your battles and stuff. And like that, she's your leader. She's the thing that keeps you, like, grounded to the world. Because you also have when you're in VR, you have a bit of a disassociation with reality, and just have this human voice in there is cool, and a recognizable voice as well. It's kind of important. So she does a lot of voice acting, and obviously gives us you know, the sound bites that we need and we require, and then we just tack them into the game, and so, you know, it's worked out really well.
Now, I know you guys were early backers for Oculus, but since then you guys are now supporting multiple devices. Can you talk about how easy it is to create VR across platforms today for this game?
I can do bits and pieces. I mean, obviously I'm not a programmer, but we split the team up into like guys who are like you know, people that work on the PC and people that work on the PS4. You know, we've got the guys that we basically co-develop. It's happening at the same time. You know, it's not like one's behind one. It's happening at the same time, both in the same place. It's a great development process, to be honest. I don't think there's any pitfalls. There hasn't been any, you know, everything's working together. Everything's going okay right now, so it's pretty cool, you know. Both VR headsets great, you know. Having a great time with them. Cool. Excellent stuff.
Where do you see VR going in terms of, this is very early days, but what do you see it opening up for game developers?
It's a very difficult question. I don't know. I honestly don't know, because I mean, like, the sky's the limit with this stuff. You know, this is the future, and I can't predict the future, I'm afraid. But you know, so I don't know. I mean, I think there's a lot of clever guys out there. There's a lot of clever girls out there that are going to be involved in this process, and you know, they're going to have the ideas, and they're going to find new ways of inventing this stuff. I mean, looking around today at some of the innovations that people have already started to come with. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. Blown away by a few demos. You know, especially playing with the demos we have here in the Oculus booth. I was like, wow, that's impressive. It's impressive. I don't know. I'm excited to see where it's going to go, but I don't know what the answer is.